I was in Walmart the other day, minding my own business, in the men's section looking for a shirt. And so I had this shirt in one hand and a beige shirt in the other one. And I was just looking through the rack. And so this attractive light-skinned woman, about 5'6", she walked by and she says, "Now I know you're not going to buy that shirt." Like, I was thinking about it, and she said, "You strike me as a winter, not a fall." And at that point, I realized she knows about beauty control. "So did you ever get into beauty control?" She said, "No, my mother was a beauty control consultant." I said, "Well, thank you, young lady." And we fist bumped. Wow. That was it. And when I checked out, guess what? I walk outside, and there she was with 2 bags just standing there. I said, "Do you need a ride?" And she goes, "That's okay. I'm waiting on my Uber." She canceled the ride. I realized she's going to be in town for 6 months because she's a traveling nurse from Atlanta, Georgia. So she's in the Airbnb on the Upper East Side. And in the process of driving her, I said, "Oh, this is where you are?" I said, "Okay, well, you take care." I said, "You had big plans for today?" And she goes, and she almost grimaced. "Nah, I'm just here. I'm here all day. I don't have nothing else to do." And then I said, "Well, go ahead and put your bags in." I said, "I'll take you out for lunch." "No, you don't have to do that." I said, "Copy." I took her to lunch. She got to know me a little bit. I got to know her a little bit. About her 2 kids, they're in their 20s, and I said, mine are a bit older than that. And so we had a great time, about 2 hours. And then I actually thought she was like 43. She was actually really 53. Looked good for 53. I drove her back to her place. There was no kissing or no hugging. I just said, "Well, it was really nice to meet you." Boom, another fist bump. And as I was leaving, she says, "Well, don't be a stranger." I says, "In Charleston, West Virginia, it's hard to be a stranger." So here's what I'm saying to you ladies. If in fact you're someone who's saying, "Where are all the men?" you don't have to look for them. They're there. She did it just by a subtle, easy conversation, and you can do the same thing. Just be nice. They can be in the grocery store. They can be in the apartments. They can be anywhere. Just open up a conversation that is not threatening to the guy. As I always tell women, if you're interested in dating a guy over 50, get to know the guy. Take your time. There's no rush. Get the history of who this person is and let him get a history of who you are. And then you two can make a decision moving forward.